Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon. It's actually afternoon. The hurricane was last week. We didn't have too much damage, but over there is a tree that split. I'm going to take Mayhem over there. I'm doing well after my surgery. So I've had people coming by moving these guys back and forth. They're doing well. Yep. And Mayhem can go back on his, what do you call it? Let me flip this up so that I'm not constantly just showing the ground. Hi, buddy. Let's see. Right, let me pause this so I can get him undone. Right? Okay. They're not as happy as when I take care of them. Mayhem thinks Charlie is a girl. Hey, away from me. No. No. Not me. He'll find out you're not. Okay, let's pause this. Okay. Oh, that was fun. Apparently Mayhem thinks Charlie's fixed. And May hasn't run into a fixed goat. I just bolted down here. Let me pause this. Okay. Woof! I bolted down the hill because he has not run into a fixed male before. So I guess he thinks if it's got 4 legs, it's his. And Charlie's like, get away from me. And he's like, come to me, my sweet love. And I don't know, that was just going to work. But I'll tell you, whatever he was thinking, there's no way I want to be between the two of them. That's just how that goes. So I'm going to let him go. I don't know if he'll hop on the sidewalk or what. Just want to walk up here because we're going to take him down. Yeah, I'll keep him short. Buddy. Yeah. Okay. This here, one of the guys from the farm trimmed it all. I do want to get down here and put up a second fence so we can leave them and people won't cause problems. Because it's just time. So much time. He keeps stopping and eating because I've got that under your leg, but it's going to have to stay like that right now. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Okay, come on this side. Yep. Keep going. Keep going. Alright, so whoop. Let's go. There you go. I'll tell you, as much as he can be come on, he is actually, I guess he's kind of good looking, if you like old goats. So, ready? And we happen to like old goats. I'm going to fix his leg, just 1 second. Alright, can I fix your leg? There you go. Okay, ready? Come on. Ooh, don't get down there. Ready, go over. Yep. This is the stuff you like. I'll go in here. Hopefully he'll follow me. Not get too rambunctious. Because that little jog I just did was not the brightest thing to do. But that's okay. No harm. I could feel it rubbing on the stitch, so that's all right. No worries. See here, if I could leave him here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he would love this. I almost want to make him sit here, but I'm going to move him in the back. I think I'm going to put Charlie here and then sit here for a while. So that's what we'll do. Come on, bud. Oh. I have an orange hat on. I'll show you. See? And a red shirt. See? And cars are stopping already because there's a goat. Not like you can't see me. Oops. Let's go that way. See? Yeah, I'll bring Charlie down here and let him do whatever he's got to do. Come on, bud. Let's go around the corner. We go up in the back. See that tree? Broke. It's a black walnut. So actually, around here, there's a lot of black walnuts. And the wood is actually very expensive. So if you have one like that that gets broken, a lot of times you can get a tree guy to come take it down for nothing more than, if they can keep the wood, they're just happy to keep the wood because it's very expensive. High grade furniture, all that kind of stuff. So, oh, it's hotter today than I thought it was going to be. It's supposed to be like 70, but it's like muggly. Ew, muggy. So, alright, maybe because of that tree, we'll just go. This is how I had them set up before. And if it wasn't going to be 90, they would have been on this side already. So I have the runners and just clip it to that. And here and there, back and forth all over the place, there is water. So I'll let him go and he'll be fine. See, he'll just go. And he's got a long walk. That is, I think that's a 25-foot cord. He's on a, looks like 15. It's either 15 or 20. So he's got a lot he can do. And there you go. That's where Charlie's going. I'll bring him over to eat the nuts. Yeah, because that tree, you're going to have to do something with it. So, but this, I don't know, the sidewalk. The sidewalk or the tree side? Tree side. We'll do tree side. So that he can go on the inside maybe. I don't know. But that's what's going to happen. So we'll go back around here. And so you're not bored, I'll pause this until I go back and get him. And then we'll wander over. And by then I'll decide exactly where I want to put him. It's so muggy, I don't want to sit. I was going to sit out here so that he could do the sidewalk. Look who's here! Hey, you! I was going to sit out here, like inside the fence or right out here, like right in here. And I don't know, I've got some books. I picked up a really, really neat book about edible weeds and stuff. And I've been reading that a lot, so. But it's so muggy, I don't know. So I don't want to get all sweaty and all that. So I'll just put them up inside, and maybe if it's cooler tomorrow. Then my appointment in the afternoon. But I could bring them out for like an hour or two really early in the morning. See, there's water buckets all over the place. They're full. We had a lot of rain last night. And I've been watching the Hurricane Ida. Oh my goodness. With, oh, here we go. I was watching the turn of it, and it's like something in my heart just said, this is Katrina all over again. And now this morning, it's a category 4, and I read one thing that says it might go to 5. It's like, it's heartbreaking that people have that happen. I could never, well, I guess you can never say that you would never. I would like to think if we had a really bad storm here like that, that I would we'd just relocate. Say, you know what? Hopefully I had insurance. And if you don't have insurance, everything's wrecked anyway, right? Let's go start over. But I don't know. I don't know what I would do, honestly. I really don't know. I do know I did read a lot of people on my goat forums that I read. God, I can't believe you're so skinny. Skinny, skinny. Skinny, skinny, buddy. That people are like, well, hurricane's coming, I'm putting the goats in. There was somebody down by New Orleans, where Ida's going to be, saying I'm going to put the goats in the barn. And I'm like, no, don't put the goats in the barn. You can start them out there, but if it really gets bad, you got to let them out. They don't have a shot in a barn. Not a shot. Come on, bud. Hey, come on. Come on, hey, buddy. So, it's like the old westerns. Yeah, there's a fire or tornadoes or something. That's what you do is you go, you let them out. They stand a chance. They really do. If they're stuck in a barn, their expectancy goes way down, like 20% or something. I used to know that, but I don't know it now. But that's the whole thing. I keep forgetting, you're just a baby. My goodness, you're going to be the size of a horse. So, it's okay. It's only Gigi. It's like, turn around the corner and go, oh my God, there's a dog here. Let's see. Come on, bud. Sunflowers. Come on. So, look at that. I kind of wish I was here to see it. I'm weird like that. But, what was I saying? Oh, about letting them out. I told my sister, says, yeah, if it gets really bad, everything's getting let loose, they have to fend for themselves. And when it's all over, I'll go put out some hay, open up the chicken coop, put out some corn, see who comes back. They'll be good. They'll be good. So, I'm going to set this up here. I got to go get the other runner so I can put him up here, because this isn't that long. It's only like 15 feet, and I want to give him more than that. So I'm going to open up this tripod. This is a neat little tripod that I have. I got it back in the day. Wow. It's actually a camera tripod from when I used to work for a company that did Santa Claus. And I used to record a lot of things for the technical people. And it made it easier to explain to them what was going on. So I'll leave that while I go get the what do you call it? people know that story already. Because he's so strong, I have him go from pole to pole. The rest of them don't fall in. He may get used to it, but for now, he bends the fence. That gives him a lot more. So, but if you know, before I went into my surgery, here we go. This was the lead I had Mayhem on, and this was his runner with the spinner, so you don't get tangled. And this was the one around his collar. As you can see, it's a link. And I was on my way back from the hospital, and I got a call from animal control that he was loose. So I said, I don't know how he got loose because he was on links. And she had been out here. I don't know if I posted that one yet, explaining that. Oh, that's right, the camera didn't. I poked it and then it didn't record the whole thing and I just gave up. But what happened, see, that worked out good. That's going to be really, really good. So, all right, he'll be happy. I'll be back in the morning. Before I leave, I'll go give him, I'll move his water bucket over here and that'll be good to go, good to go. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, that I went to, this is what the storm did. I went to record when I called animal control on myself because we were having a little issue with someone. And she came up and inspected, said it was fine, tried to explain that everything was fine, but this kid wasn't having it. So, oh well, that's how that goes. Lo and behold, the day, like everybody up here knew I was going in for surgery. And shortly after, how pretty is that, huh? Those are called, I forget this, moonbeam, something like that. Moonbeam sunflower or sunbeam, I forget, that's that yellow. Anyway, everybody knew I was going in to the hospital. And from the time that people normally leave here, half an hour later, I had a call from workplace that somebody said, one of the goats is loose. Says, can't be. They said, we might be on the, you know, like they might be seeing them inside up on the farm or something. I'm like, no, it can't be. So, we were on our way home, but they didn't say if it was the goats at my house or the goats at the farm. So we checked the ones at the house first, and by then my neighbor had called me and said that people are stopping by his house. So we went over to the farm, and Mayhem was standing up on the stone wall. So that was fun. Okay, haven't done anything for a week. Oh, I'm so out of shape. But flip this around. I still have like some anesthesia brain. But I came and tied him up, and I'm like, it was by then. I mean, I had just gotten out of the hospital, and I wasn't supposed to be doing anything anyway. So not a whole lot was happening, but I did get him so that he was tied up. So the next day I had my friend come, and we put him on the runners on the side because it was going to be like 90. It was going to be 90 something for 3 or 4 days. And we let that say, you know what? We'll take care of it that way. Hang on one second. Hey girlie, you need water, eh? I know I do. Okay, there is with them running around. I gave them some, what do you call it? Some water too. So I got a, what is this thing? Somebody's artificial fake diet something. So, but we ended up getting them done, and they were over in the shade because I'll show you. We flipped this. If you go down this side, see, they're going on the outside of the fence here. All right, there's all these trees, and the sun comes up behind them and goes over, but kind of to an angle, more like right now it's like back that way. So these shade, and it brings it down so that under there, I make it so they can make it to the stone wall. They can have shade all the time, and they've got the water things and the runs and everything. So when it's really hot, that's what I do. So they would have had to be moved anyway. Somebody go down there and just undo them, just because he didn't like the way that they're taken care of. Mostly because a lot of people don't like it. If goats are like tied up, like they have a collar in there tied, if you do it right, it's very safe. If you do it wrong, it's very dangerous. And I had them all on breakaway collars so that if something happened, they could run and they could get out of it if they wanted to. But once they really learn that, you have to put them on a solid collar, because they'll just keep doing it. Once they learn, they learn. And mine had always been very calm, everything. I never had problem with them breaking the collars. And he'd go down there and cause ruckus, and they broke the collars. So I had to put on, now they had straight, I call them straight collars. They're leather, but they're, wide, kind of like a belt. And I figured that would be wide and more comfortable. And Charlie, the black one, he went and broke the back of it. I think it was a used collar, that I had for, I think it was for Houdini before. So it's probably just like dry or something. So I went and got what I call a rolled collar, and it's like a belt that you roll over, so it's round. It's like about as big as my finger, and it's round, but it's leather, and that's what they have on now. And I don't like that, because I think that's more dangerous. Because if they get, say they see something, they want to get away from it. Could be anything. Could be a person. A lot of times they don't like people if they don't know them. They really don't like them. Or if they see a coyote or a fisher cat, or what else do we have around here? We have a bunch of stuff. A dog. I mean, there's a lot of dogs up here. We have coy dogs up here. And that's why I keep them in that bottom field when nobody's here, because that kind of animal, even the deer, don't go down there. It's just too much people smell and too much activity, too much going on. So all the wildness pretty much the only thing that goes down there is rabbits, and they do enough damage for any 25 animals. So, but down there, the goats are fine. But I like it where they have a choice to be able. That's why I don't like to take their horns off, because it gives them protection. Sometimes I wish I took them off, but if you knew how that goes on, yeah. Some people, they only want them with no horns, but the way they are here, I don't think that's fair. I mean, if somebody has like a big gigantic field and there's no trees and they can see what's going on, that's one thing. Like big pastures or something, or their backyard pets or something, that's fine. But here, I mean, there's places for all kinds of stuff to hide. So if you get breakaway collars and horns, that's the best thing you can do for them. And I don't know, but I'm babbling on. It's just that they get, they get a bad rap. They get bugged too much. If they don't get bugged, they're good. Anyway, this is one thing I was going to do while I was sitting there watching. So since I was expecting it, I'm going to show you. If you know me, I very rarely wear shoes, even in the winter. I have to start, if I'm going to have a job where I have to wear shoes, I pretty much have to start wearing shoes in like maybe a little bit every day in November so that I can wear them during the day and not get blisters, because I literally never wear shoes. My weapon of choice, if I have to, generally are flip-flops. And because I'm very hard on clothes, shoes, all that, I'm horrible. When I was little, I was like this little prissy. Everything had to be just so, and I don't know what the heck happened. some kind of weird thing happened, and it doesn't matter anymore. It's like, whatever. I think I just have so much to do now, right? Yes, I have more important things than keeping my Barbie case clean. Yes. So, my thing is flip-flops. And because I'm bad on them, I'm really, really bad. I get the cheap ones. And you may say, why do you get the cheap ones? Because the things pop out of them and they're no good and all that. But I wear them once or twice and they're like ruined. Not where you can't wear them, but they're filthy. They're not, you can't. So I usually at the beginning of the summer get about 10 pairs of $2 flip-flops. And somewhere along the line, I try to keep one pair if I'm going to a store, and I leave it in my car above, like when you're driving, right up here there's a shelf, and I keep a pair up there so that if I'm going into a store and I don't have shoes, at least I have flip-flops. And but this is the way I keep them. These here, we have a store here that's it's called Job Lot, and it's all like not seconds, but I guess it's like when they order too much, or it's like, I don't know if it's really out of season because they have stuff in season, but some stuff is like the best place to get stuff. But this is what I get, is these flip-flops are $2.99. They usually sometimes $1.99, but everything went up. And when you get flip-flops, they come with this hanger, right? And let me do this. I'll make this so that you can see what I'm doing, because this is like, you're going to love this, all right? Because they come with their own tool. Now, I don't know if they're supposed to, but I think they do. So, hopefully you can see. Oh, yeah, I think you can. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. Ah, there we go. Okay, take the little hanger thing off, and you could be good to go. And I always get them like a size big, because it seems like they last a little longer if they're a little bit bigger. And I take something and just cut the little... Scissors work better than this thing. Whoops. Okay. Sorry about that. Go up in the stratosphere. And then the other side. And wherever they, like, whatever their little hook thing, sometimes they're smaller, sometimes they're two that look like this. And you could cut it off just whichever way, but one part of it is the small part that goes. So whatever they look like, just try to get as big of a chunk around that as you can. I should have brought scissors. These pruners, need to be sharpened anyway, but God. They're good for branches, but not for this. Holy smokies. There we go. All right, so you got this thing now, all right? And just turn it over and put it under there. And now if you get them like half a size or a size too big, this little bit that you pull this through will make it so they're not too tight. All right? And that will keep that from coming through. I mean, you can really pull on that. If I pull hard on this, I can pop it right through right now. You just do that and you're good to go. And your flip-flops are going to last like so much longer. Now, another one is if you have these, because generally you only have two. Like, can you see this one here? Looks like it's already starting to, and it's new just because it's the way it is. It's a little bit bigger. You can take that, and I brought one just in case to show. Oh no, I did. Where is it? This pocket. You know the things from bread? A bread one. You can put that, like if you need extras, just pop that around there like that. And I don't need that there, but I'll do it for you. So you go like that, and then you push it back down, and it'll keep that one from going through too. And your flip-flops are going to last long, 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 long time. So you can have your little $2 flip-flops and save all that extra. Let's see how many pairs of I would probably go through 3 or 4 expensive pairs, so I'd spend like $80 instead of maybe 15 or 20. So I'd take that extra money and go out to eat because I like to eat. So, but that is like my tip for the day, and I've told people up here that's a really good tip. And all of a sudden everybody's got the little, either the bread tabs or the hook things on the bottom of their flip-flops. So especially if you're walking around in muddy stuff and you don't want to get your shoes dirty. So that works really good. I call it my useless information. But people like it that way. Hey, they work. What can I say? So that's good. We got that tip for the day. And what we can do, I did take a walk around, but I'll take you a little walk to see. Let me throw these in here. Bing. And I'll flip you around. And we'll go and check out the farm a little bit, because I have not been up here with y'all for a while. So we'll take a little wander, little gander. It's just like my house. The weeds are going crazy. Oh my goodness. And I saw I have weeds growing up around my bulkhead. I have to get them as soon as she tells me I can, because I will end up with a mouse in my basement if I don't get that out, because the weeds grow up around the bulkhead and then the mice feel safe. And then I do have some repair work to do on my bulkhead, so it's relatively easy for a mouse to get in there. So I don't want to have that happen. I usually get one mouse a year, but it's not usually until about October. Doobie-doo. And I know where it comes in. So I put the little trap there, and that's the end of that. So, but here we go. These are butternut squash. And anyway you see flowers, we don't plant them. Those are bird, like volunteer plants, because of like pollinating and all that. So it helps with pollination and all. So this all looks pretty good. Hey, check it out back there. There's a corn. See if I can show you. It's right. Can I see it? Is it right there, I think? I don't have my glasses on. I think it's right there. That's a corn. Haha. That must be from last year. Or maybe, oh, no. Over here, this field, where the, there's more black walnuts. Boy, if anybody wants black walnuts, give me a call. Seriously. Let's come up here, you can take as many as you want. No charge. It's kind of sad that they go to waste. Oh well. Oh, but anyways, when we planted the corn back here, the birds did get to it. So that has to be what that is. They must have gone from over here and dropped one. Oh. So oh-dee-do-dee-do. There's grapevines here. They were already they're from the birds. I don't remember grapevines up here until we planted some. He ordered table grapes, but they came out, they're wine grapes. We can't use them. So that's kind of like, if you can't use them, you don't take care of them. They turn into raisins. So anyway, it's the old outhouse. I wish we were able to save it when we wanted to. But somebody came up. There was the hole underneath. See, there's a hole. There's something down there, but people were coming up with the metal detectors, and they digging holes and knocking stuff over. Oh, good lordy, that was that. So, all right, this is our corn. That's not too bad. It needs water. Water, water, water. What did he do? All right, I had a hose and a sprinkler up here. I'll have to ask him. Maybe the kid was cutting the grass and he moved it. I don't know. Up here's one part, but it's a metal hose. So, but from the hurricane, these all, they're flat. They laid flat. That was pretty much the only damage we had. They were worse than this. So, not too bad. I mean, there's some that, yeah, seen better days. But these, they were all laying down flat and they were young. So he says, what if we can just go by and tie them up? And lo and behold, they don't look half bad. So, oh well. Then farther down here, this was the Silver Queen, and some of them, they're doing okay, but these got trashed. This is all from the hurricane. But, you know, all in all, when you look around, what could have happened, this was nothing. I mean, it's sad that we lost what we lost. You know, I know I made a joke at my house. I mean, I actually did end up with some damage, but when you look at what could have happened, nothing. I mean, I didn't lose my power. I'm over prepared, absolutely over prepared for things. and I don't lose my power and stuff. And it amazes me that people, they live here and they don't have a generator, or they wait until like the hurricane's going to start at 11. Let's go fill up the car at 10, and then they're amazed when either the gas station is running out of gas or there's a line. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. So, and we were asked about saving seeds. I will show you. This I can tell is the girl from Thailand. See that? I guess that's one of her sunflowers. It must be a special one because she's got the net over it so the birds don't get to it. And there are some things that we do save the seeds for. These are the blueberries. They're done. As you can see, really not a lot of damage. Really, 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 really fortunate. Really fortunate. This greenhouse, nothing. You know? And looks nice, if you remember. These are my experiments of trimming the bottom. Yeah, see? Trimming the bottom so they don't go bad. And it looks like nothing went bad anyways. We don't get inside of these greenhouses. See, way down the end. That one has some blight. Wait, that's straight right ahead. But a lot of these look like they've got, from the humidity, they've got humidity problems, but not a lot of blight. And a big thing about that, see this brown here? That brown is blight. And this one here, but that's about it. I mean, look at some of these. Holy smoke, they look really, 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 really good. And that, a lot of it is attributed to putting these leaves down because the blight spores live in the soil. And when it rains or whatever, it splashes up. And then it gets on the leaves and they go bad. So in there, it's pretty good. And these will have tomatoes for a long time. Goes up the sides. Now during the hurricane, they had picked the onions, like before it, but under this little thing. So this is where, I showed you before, it's where we cure it. We pull the tables up, and they'll be down here hardening up and curing, and they can go down into the root cellar, and he'll be donating onions. Well, we'll have them for the farm stand until I think the last week that we're open is I think it's the week before Columbus Day, the Thursday before Columbus Day, if I remember right. Sunday. I don't know where she went. She's round. They don't go far. She tends to wander a little bit. If I don't see her, I know she's in this back field. Because if she gets a track of something, boy, yeah, there we go. If she gets a track of something, she likes to go sniff it out and then run. Oh goodness. But what was I saying? I was saying something probably nonsense. Oh, what are you? I don't know. Okay. What was I saying? I was saying something crazy. Anyway. See, Cindy, now you made me forget what I was talking about. Oh, the onions. The, what do you call it? Farm stand is open until the Thursday before Columbus Day. And then we still harvest. There she is. There she is. We harvest, boy, right up through November. And in the greenhouses, like when the tomatoes go down, those will get replanted with leaf lettuce, salad mix, and spinach. And the 2 greenhouses work all winter. And in February, as we go down to the city park here, has a greenhouse that we use because it has heat, and that's where we start the seeds in February. I think it's the second week of February. So I don't know. But because we do continue harvesting that long, we have enough. We donate vegetables pretty much year round, but really, really huge amounts right up until Christmas at least. And if the weather holds, which it has been, like it's like our whole seasons have moved, that they pretty much hold straight through, not even in January. But I mean, spinaches and salad mixes and stuff like that can get donated. And sometimes they ask, say that they can't use something right now. On occasion, sometimes if we have something, they might not be able to use it. So then we just leave it. And in the winter, when it's really cold, things don't overgrow as much, especially the greens, because it gets cold. And if you leave them, and the small tender greens, if they freeze and get really cold, they survive that, but it actually makes them sweeter for some reason. So if we can't use them, we just let them sit and they become sweeter. So when they can be used, they're actually better. It's kind of like a carrot. Carrots do better after frost. Apples are another one. Brussels sprouts. There's a few things, but those are the ones I can think of offhand right now. Most things, I mean, like a tomato, if it gets a little bit of frost on it, it's just belly up. But now if you have one tomato plant and it's going to frost, get a big old trash bag. This works. Big old trash bag, cover it. Doesn't have to go down to the ground. What you want is just that top part. Just leave it open at the bottom, but the frost will fall, hit the bag, won't hit the leaves. Tomato plant will be fine. Take it off in the morning. I used to, at my house, grow 60 tomato plants. That was my tomato thing when we were, canning and all that stuff. It was 60 to 65 tomato plants. And I would get the thin plastic paint drop cloth for painters. And when it was going to start with it was going to get time for frost, I would put extra string. And then at night, just lay them over the top. And in the morning, take them off. And except for the very outside ones, because I didn't bring it down the side, the very outside ones would, but inside, we would have tomatoes past Christmas. I mean, right there, you could go out and pick them because they were kept. If it was really cold, I would keep the plastic on. So it was kind of like a greenhouse. But if it was just a frosty night and the days were going to be relatively warm, you could take the plastic off. If it was going down below like 65, leave the plastic on and stays warm. There you go. It works. There's a lot of things you can do to extend your year. I have to do a thing on that sometime. But anyway, this was my walk around, probably far too long. But anyway, this walk around on a Sunday. It's supposed to be cool, but it's not. Moving goats, chicken damage, that's about it. And gabbing, fixing flip-flops. So that's my day. So hope everybody had a good day and everybody's taking care of yourself. If you're in any kind of storm zones, be very careful. Follow the suggestions. If they say evacuate, please do. Even if you say you can't afford it, find a way. Find a way. There's anything in the world can be replaced except for you. Really. Your family. Anyone you love. You can't replace them. Find a way. So Be careful. Take care. Do something nice for somebody. Make yourself happy. Make them happy. Make the world smile. That sounds like a bad 70s commercial, doesn't it? Okay, take care, and until next time, I will talk to you later. Bye.